go. Okay. Let's get this. Hello, everyone. Da, da. Let's do this. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. Let us do this. Bruh. Bruh. What? Bruh. It's not colored. Wait, what? Oh. What? I'm extremely confused. Okay. That's nice. What do you mean it's not color? I'm so confused. I'm doing good. Look at this, guys. New version 1.5. 1.5. I haven't done the story mission. Okay, here. I haven't done the story mission. But what I have done is I've unlocked it. Oh. I don't know that. But I've unlocked it, and as well as I've unlocked her second hangout and her first, because these guys just got their things released as well as this mission. And as well, I did do something that came with this update. Hold on. I did get this. Now, if you're not familiar with Genshin, this is a cool item. Because when you do this, inside the teapot, hold on, just wait. It's your own pocket dimension. Woo! You do a little quest to get it. It's just a lot of dialogue. It wasn't really exciting. But once you're done, you get to choose between 3 locations, and then you unlock it as a little pocket dimension with your own little helper, and you get to decorate it however you want. It's amazing.
Maybe.
And you get to create furnishing. It's amazing. We'll go through this a little later, but as for now, we're just gonna get rid of all this stuff, and we're gonna go out of the Serenity Pot. We're gonna leave. Go back to the real world. Hold on. There we go. Because we have stuff to do. That over there is the newest mission. And it's really freaking cool. That's all I know. Well, I know a little more from trailers, but that's about it. I'm actually very excited. It's a Zhongli quest, so this is gonna be fun. Also, yeah, we have some extra Primo gems that we're gonna be able to use later. I've got a bunch of stuff to do. So, let's start off with a little bit of expedition. Expedition boring, but it gives me stuff. There we go. So next, see this also can you can go and just check out your Serenity pod. It's freaking cool. Ah, I clicked out. Should we go do the quest now? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm making people wait because I'm a horrible person. Yeah. Can I cancel navigation? There you go. We're gonna do our daily commissions first because that just means you guys, I get more stream time. And Good day, sirs. Take a black hole, you little pricks. Goodbye. Good day. That's a no. Come on, bring it on. What the what? You didn't hit him! Oh, get comboed. I don't know what I don't know if this is technically a combo, but it does look really cool and feel really cool. I feel like a cool person. There you go. Let's go over here. Come on, let me. Thank you. All right. Oh, the knuckles. Oh, they cracked. Next, we have to deal with him. Hello. Good sir.
Time for takeoff. You can't run.
Yes, look at all the damage. Yes. Do 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 do. See, here's the thing that I didn't actually really understand this fully, but apparently, this part I did understand. Different elements, like the rain that's making him have hydro on. When you put another element on, like fire or pyro, it kind of does a little reaction. In this case, with fire and pyro, it's vaporize, and it actually does a lot of damage, which I don't get. It does an obscene amount of damage. Others include. Wait, let me go up. Let me go up. Let me go up. I went up. Uh. Another thing. Like, I mean, some other elements are like pretty much all of them have reactions. Geo interacts with all of them with the same one, crystallized, that gives you little shields. Animo has its own, the same one with every single one as well, which is air, which just means which is swirl, I think it's called, which basically just means that it takes on the element's properties. So if it's fire, it does more fire damage. If it's water, it's pretty simple. But then the rest have like special interactions with each one, like the vaporize, and then if it's pyro and electric, then it's overcharge. Water and cryo is obviously freeze. Cryo and pyros obviously melt. cryo and electric are like supercharged or something, I think. Uh, water and electric absorb the electricity, obviously. You know, just I think that's pretty much all of them, actually. Next one. No, you are not welcome here. Water. I don't know why I'm so thirsty today. I might just drink all of this before anyone at all realizes. We can just ignore those guys. Do do do. Hello, mighty thing. Wait, it's still raining though. Why? Why you do this? Ah, the tower one.
Let's go jumping in puddles and see who can make the biggest splash.
Go fast. You must destroy these fast, or else reinforcements show up. Do do do. Out of my way. Dang it. It was so close.
Brace yourself.
Time for vortex then. Excuse me, sir, could you give me like one more thing so I could charge my ult up? Thank
Time
you.
for takeoff. You can't run.
Time to deal with you.
Coming to be.
Oh, my screen's starting to get dark because I'm near the border. Oh no. Boom. Come on, please. Please, could you die? Surprise. There we go. Now we go to the Adventurers Guild. Goody goody. We get to turn in, get some pyro gems, some gold, and then I think that mostly just clears the way for us to start doing something. Also, grab that. I needed flour. Don't judge me. I like to cook. Okay. I'm great at it.
Add
You give me stuff. No, frick. Gimme. Thank you. uh, we have a lot of that. What should we do with that? I don't know. You know what? Honestly, with what I know about the new quest, we might. I don't know if we will need it. We might need it. I don't know. We might need it after, is what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure. Oh no, never mind. It hasn't been okay. Also, there's this. This is new. This is a new boss. I haven't fought it yet because I haven't needed to. But I guess we'll go to Liyue and start the quest then. Boop. Thirsty. Okay. Now this is the other Adventurers Guild with the Nurse Joy effect coming into thing. Like this, they're both the same people, but they're not.
Hi, Catherine. It's us.
Oh
Any new
no.
commissions?
She's talking again.
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you two. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor. He's hoping the Adventurers Guild can spare some manpower.
Okay.
What is it we have to do exactly?
I believe you'll be looking for workers.
Ooh, looking for people? Awesome. We're good at that.
We're
I
good
have
at
no
that.
reason to
How?
doubt your abilities. I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're willing to accept this commission, head over to the dock and talk to Uncle Dai.
Sure. Got nothing else going on, conveniently. Who is the man you call Uncle Dai? Hello. Where are you? No, not you. It is you.
Hey, are you Uncle Dai?
I am indeed. Now then. Adventurers assigned by the guild.
Huh? How
Hey,
could you tell?
yo, what? Oh no. What the? What the frick? That was weird. Okay. Strange.
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face. Experienced adventurers at that, I'll wager.
Right again. You're pretty perceptive.
How humble.
In
How
this
very
trade,
humble.
you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Dai can see what you're made of from a long way off. All right, my assistant should be arriving soon, so let's just wait here a moment.
Woo woo. That's why we're here. Now there's someone else taking a cut?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle life here.
So there is someone else. Do you think we're not up to the job?
Wow.
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine, and it's a little out of the ordinary, to say the least. Mines are dangerous places, as I'm sure you're aware. As such, I've enlisted an industry expert to cover all contingencies. Last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geological analysis. With a professional by your side, everything should run smoothly. Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you its value to the nearest mora at a glance. I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul on Tevat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not enlist an expert of his caliber.
You're
Okay.
a fool if you think you found Tevat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why might that be?
Because Tevat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours.
You must be. Who are you talking about?
Ha ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Wait here. We'll go fetch him.
What?
Hanama's Zhang Li is listening to the storyteller. Let's head over.
Oh. Oh. Okay, that actually does make sense. He's the #1 rock expert in Tibet. No. He can't know. He can't know how much Mora is it is worth. But you know who can know that? The person who made the Mora, and is the god of rocks. That's his thing. Actually, this would be no help at all. He's I might be able to. There he is, but like, yeah, I guess you'll be able to highlight him. But look at him now. This is he doesn't have this. See, I'm now that I okay. I'm stumbling over my words. See how I have Hydro on? And now when I go into my elemental site, I'm blue. That's because of Hydro. It shows elements in living beings. Here, he's the god of Geo. He should have Geo on him. But he can't because he lost his power, which means there's no Geo elements left in him. Yo! What the heck? It did it again. Oh my gosh. Is this thing okay? Hello? Sir!
In our last tale, Rex Lapis.
Okay.
Zhongli, there you are!
Oh. here
He's
for a few
listening to
tales.
stories about
I
himself.
didn't know
He's
you two were
self-absorbed little
connoisseurs.
bit.
Oh, no, we're here for you. Do you have time?
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology and ore.
And you would be the person.
Someone who understands geology and ore.
Ugh. Take a look around. Is there anyone in Teyvat more qualified? The requester claims to have enlisted Teyvat's #1 rock expert.
Oh my
Nobody
gosh,
can
stop
believe a
talking.
word of it. Nobody understands rocks better than you.
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's just Uncle Dai doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, stop talking.
Just wants to enlighten him.
Oh my gosh.
I see. Well, then it will be my pleasure to accompany you.
Yay!
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning.
That's
New
fair.
knowledge should be welcomed with open arms. Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor. If we do encounter an expert, I look forward to broadening my own understandings.
Stop being so modest.
I
Zhongli.
love it. He's modest.
He's
He's amazing.
Let's head back to Uncle
Zhongli
Dai.
is best boy. He is best boy. Hello. Da 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 da.
Uncle Dai, we're back.
Oh. And this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep. Hyman doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's got nothing on our guy.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, I do have a claim to some experience in this field.
Some being the
So
god
you
of it,
say.
you know.
Wait till my guy gets here. Then we'll see. It's no use me. You'll have to see for yourselves.
What?
Is this the place?
Hello.
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kun Jun. Young Kun, these are 2 adventurers assigned to us. And as for this gentleman,
Why did it pause? It glitched there. Why is my computer being all glitchy today? That's weird. Alright. This is Zhongli, consultant from the funeral parlor.
Mr. Zhongli, I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents. I had no idea I'd be meeting you in person today.
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to the parlor.
Wait,
You gonna test
I
them?
haven't done that.
Huh? I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhongli wins, he's the assistant. If Zhongli loses, never mind. Zhongli won't lose.
A contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you. It'll be interesting to see which one of us wins.
Yeah.
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk.
Oh my gosh, I hate her.
Like I see it.
Oh,
Which is,
what?
incidentally, the only skill I have worth talking about.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kunjun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai called me over. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited, even followed me for a while. We arranged to meet here.
Okay.
How could you forget something like that?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. He looked to be very familiar with them. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman. In any case, he didn't have any pressing matters and agreed to help me.
So, do you have a poor mem-
Why does it keep doing this?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with, I can most certainly lend a hand. Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up.
Oh,
The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. They had no inkling of the treasure that lay within. Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water and sand.
oh,
In the moment of
stop
its formation,
it.
the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths, like a moon concealed within a mountain, reflecting shafts of daylight that make it through. Now that's a rare treasure.
Such a detailed description. Almost like he saw it with his own two eyes. Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you? After all, we haven't even seen what's inside yet.
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments.
I'm
Heat
loving
and water
this,
aren't
by the
natural
way.
bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal contains mountain lake water, a rare.
Oh,
Well, if Zhongli says so, it must be true.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli. How did you know exactly what lay within?
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately. I hope you didn't mind me flaunting my experience, Mr. Kunjun.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. I hope you will accept my friendship. Uncle Dai, it
Gaspu.
would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is unrivaled in the
a
trade.
lot
You
of
won't come across
experience,
another
trust
who's
me.
caliber in your lifetime.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone, follow me to the chasm. There are men counting on you to find them.
It was a collapse, wasn't it? I think it's pretty obvious now that, well, it was pretty obvious for a while that it was in fact a collapse. I hate that we have to go so far. Like, this is the closest waypoint to, and it's still like 400 meters away. Upsetu. We can only glide about 100 meters to make it faster. There's a dendro slab. Look at the dendro slime. He's vibing, bro. Sup. Oh, he didn't like that. Hello. How are you, good sirs? Hey, bro. Surprise.
Here we go. Judgment. Let's play.
Whoa. 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 No freezing. Freezing bad. I haven't even dropped any frames. It's just that I keep freezing. It's strange. Morning. He's a morning foreman.
Whoa, this mine is huge.
It do be big though.
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind had vanished. I led a team
Uh-oh.
around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
So
Uh-oh.
4 miners have disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the 4 of them left for another mine?
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't pass any other mines on the way over.
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you really manage to explore every corner?
Underground, overground, we left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself. How could 4 sturdy young men just vanish into the bedrock?
We'll
Magic.
need to explore the site ourselves
Magic.
before extracting any conclusions.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like. If you come across any clues, let me know straight away.
Dude, some people's literal job in this world is to manipulate
How did
rocks.
the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from
Him.
something?
He manipulates
Let's
minerals.
look around first and see if we can.
Manipulates rocks, manipulates rocks to make shields, flings rocks, makes rock statues, makes minerals and iron in experiments. Like, you see? They kinda do be possible ways.
Over here! What's this? A pile of shirts, some trousers.
A few everyday items. They must belong to Uncle Dai and his men.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's 4.
That seems right. 10
Oh.
shirts, 10 pairs of trousers. These must be spares, right? Look, Uncle Dai's clothes are identical.
Uniforms?
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around.
Yeah.
Oh, and some tool belts.
Seems to be
Items for washing
rec-
one's
rest
face before the
and
dawn
relaxation
shift. Mining
and
equipment.
showers, that kind of stuff.
So, they didn't take any supplies.
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with the tools of their trade.
That's
They had time to take their
strange.
tools, but not their everyday items? Curious.
Huh. Why would someone set off with their tools but leave their luggage behind?
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an unlikely hypothesis. Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
It's certainly
Uh-oh.
a possibility. We'll need more clues before any further inference can be made.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make a note and let Uncle Dai know.
Clues, look for clues. What are you looking at? Oh.
Kunjun, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Yo, what? Whoa, that's cool. He doesn't have a vision, yet he has powers.
Hmm.
That's quite
Looks like
strange.
he's concentrating really hard. What's he up to?
I see 4 men following someone out of the mine. It looks like a child.
A child? What's a
Nani?
child doing in a mine?
They like
I'm
rocks.
not sure.
Also,
I like
how
rocks.
did you see anything exactly?
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about to tell you remained a secret. It's a
That's
little
fair.
odd. I've never dared to tell anyone before. I can perceive the memories of ore.
Oh, so he did see it.
Perceive. So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a rock?
So when he was talking
boom,
about
it just
that
happens?
thing with the gem
I've
in his
always sensed that
hand,
ore
he was
contains
actually seeing it.
memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area. All I have to do is touch one and focus my attention, and the memories come to me.
Interesting.
So you can find out everything that ever happened there.
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't up to much. Their memories are hazy. Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and in greater detail.
Interesting,
seeing.
actually.
Fascinating. A rare ability indeed. It was prudent of Uncle Dai to recruit you, Mr. Kunjun.
I'm glad I can be of assistance. Based on what I
Stone
saw,
sting, it's
I
called.
believe they followed this path.
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle Dai. Let's make a note of it.
That is actually quite interesting. Because I've never seen powers in this game that weren't either from magical beings descended from a god, or called adepti, or vision holders, which are gifts from a god. So I find it quite curious and intrigued by this.
Soil is moist, ideal for collecting the roots of bloom blossoms.
So yeah, like I haven't
please,
seen powers other than
allow me
that.
to
Now
handle
this
this.
pops up. It's very curious.
Excuse me, sir. Are you one of the workers here?
Ah, yes, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, find them if you can.
Whoa. Whoa. What are you doing, step camera? It's being funky. Okay.
I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few men. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break, just to catch my breath. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. I'd only just been speaking with them and suddenly they'd vanished.
Interesting.
Maybe I'm next.
Yes, yes, you are. You're gonna
So the
die,
men
sir.
that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
Probably. I
What
don't
a
know.
scary thought. An on-site accident.
Okay.
Found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
Hello, sir. All your men are dead. They are,
You're
but still.
back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord, but were forced to.
Forced to? But who would kidnap miners?
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. When he awoke, his colleagues had disappeared without a trace. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound. It would appear that the incident occurred on site.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with him?
Yes,
This
yes, they
leads
did,
me
in
to my
fact.
third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his expert techniques to arrive at a conclusion. It was a child that took your men away.
Wow.
Child? But there are no settlements here for miles around. There's no way a child would have made it over to the mine.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. Your men were following a child.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruins.
North. Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit.
No, that's a bad
They've been
idea.
invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us. If we set off now and make haste, we might be able to catch them.
Honestly,
So
we're way
fast.
faster.
The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set out on foot, they will have covered a lot of ground by now.
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make some inquiries. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see if we can come up with anything. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, let's reconvene at Wangshu Inn tomorrow evening.
Agreed.
All right.
That
Me and my men will
sounds
get going.
agreeable.
So,
Let's go
we're
catch
gonna
a
talk to the people
child.
over at the settlements
It's a
for
criminal
weekend.
Correct.
child,
But there aren't any.
Wait.
so it's okay
Huh? Oh yeah.
to beat them
Where's
up. No,
Kuju?
no, it's not.
I'm a bit.
Is it? No, no. Maybe a little. No, 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 no.
Kunjun, what are you searching for?
Ah, apologies. I'm conducting a quick search.
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in forging. What use do you have for it?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling very absent lately. Name and address aside, I'm having trouble remembering things. In fact,
Yeah.
I've been feeling extremely anxious, as if there's something I've forgotten to finish. It's an unpleasant sensation.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling.
No,
I don't even know where to start with it.
not listening to that.
I've been-
No.
Aimlessly wandering. That day at the market, I overheard a conversation while I was buying something. They mentioned Dragonfall. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was linked to that stone. So, I decided to look for some. Perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll remember what it is I have to
Big
do.
sad.
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor, I will help you look for this stone.
Really? Oh, thank you.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they chose,
Great. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look, play. run very fast. If we run fast, we do speed, and then speed leads to punch. And then punch leads to more punch. And punch leads to money.
Wait, there are tracks here. These must have been left by the...
Let us make our way to...
Alright. You want me to make it over there? I got this. Ooh. uh, don't know who that is. And I'm doing a mission. Yeah, see, you want me to make it over there? I can do that. It's pretty easy, man. Alright, where are we now? We're in our Rune Guard farming spot. More mud tracks. Lovely, lovely.
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went.
Oh, we don't have time to fight him today. Well, maybe later.
Oh no, the footprints end here.
Oh,
Inquire with anyone
why is there
nearby.
people here?
If the miners came through here,
There's a
they would have
very
seen them.
deadly weapon just walking around over there. Why are you just here?
A miner.
I'm so confused.
Stop bothering me. Can't you see I'm cloud watching?
Jeez,
Why
whatever.
are you here? You shouldn't be here. There is murders here. See those guys? Those guys kill people.
Hey there, seen any miners? It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago.
I just heard
There
how
were a
that
few men who
sounds.
came through here carrying baskets and picks. I guess that could have been them. Yeah, that's them.
4 or
EDP
5
really
days
be
ago.
out here, dog.
It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated. Traversing the geography of Lingju Pass must have held them up.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance. And there was a child staggering in front of them.
Huh.
She looks
This
so chipper
child.
for that.
Did you see
After
what they
seeing
look
that,
like?
like,
I caught a
Why?
glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl. She wasn't smiling. In fact, she looked very serious.
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it straight from here. Let's go after them.
no, really? I thought we could go home, take a tea break. Would anyone like some tea? Not today, buddies. I've got a date with Destiny. And it's not a stripper with that name, conveniently. I'm talking about the concept. Oh, you're here too. Lovely.
More footprints. There's a person over there.
There is?
Help! Please save me!
Oh,
Is
there's
that what are the people
Geo
we're looking for?
Visup.
Oh, rescue first. Ask questions later.
It looks like it's not someone, like, not one of the workers.
Time for takeoff.
There we go.
Brace yourself. Judgment.
Come on! Bring it! Is that one of... Oh, it's one of the big... Oh, that's one of the big guys. Oh, dear. It's a researcher. Okay. Very interesting. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Boop. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, bro, come over here.
Think you can get away?
You need to get swirled, bro. You need to go into the vortex, please. That is not the vortex, sir. Sir. Not a vortex. Come on. There you go.
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. Thank you all for saving me. My name is
No
Romeo.
problem,
I'm
man.
going to Liyue Shanghai. I head up our human culture and civilization research.
Huh? You sure you're not?
A minor?
This whole conversation is so different under today, with all the stuff going on.
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment.
I think...
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look.
Yeah.
I think that
I hope it's used. I'd better get...
Oh my god, you walk so slow. Good for you. You were walking so you know who else was walking really slow? Uncle Dai. He's walking
Can
like
we
an
be
old man.
absolutely sure?
Like
Group of
with
adults.
crutches.
Sounds pretty close to Paimon.
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
What rock? Oh, there's some core.
Paimon nearly forgot about our secret weapon.
It looks promising. I'll do my best.
Oh, there they go. Hum dum 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 dum.
It's the same group, all right. They followed this road.
Yay!
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise from Mr. Zhongli is high praise indeed.
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along.
You think
Oh,
so?
dogs,
I
they
guess it's
have
been
to
worth it.
bark.
It feels like we're
They
cracking
do
a
be
criminal
barking.
case. It's a lot of fun.
be that as it may, for fully...
I don't know what they're
That's
doing.
not all. We have encountered... I left a mark...
Clever thing.
Alright. Let's just go. Wait. No, we can't take the Coil Lapis along. How far is it away? Oh, we can just... Oh. Shortcut!
Hey, over here on the ground.
It's one of the dudes!
There's a basket lying here, too. This must be one of the miners.
Hey, look.
Judging by his appearance,
Should we
Collapse
look him
from
up?
exhaustion.
I can still dig.
You cannot, buddy.
Sounds like he's whispering something.
it seems that he thinks he still has work to do. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition before deciding.
Very strategical, I like it. When you say a settlement is near, you mean really near. Why is it this close? Plot convenience. Obviously.
How is he?
Nah,
He
he'll be
was
fine. He's
dying,
got plot
right?
He's
armor.
worked himself into a stupor.
We need him
Paimon heard him talking about
somehow.
digging for something. Did he dig?
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket.
What is it? Huh?
Ore fragments?
Oh my god.
I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4 that we're searching for.
How he came
Nice.
to be here is what we need to understand.
So he was kidnapped and then abandoned here.
Well,
But
it's
if he
no
didn't
use if
need
your
him,
slave
why
is
did
too
he
tired to
going on
walk. I
here?
mean, it's pretty. That's
Unless
just
something
smart.
Something that led him to fall behind.
Ugh. Paimon's had enough. This is too mysterious.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory.
What is it? Ooh, is it a present?
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle
Okay.
Guy, I was in a daze. After setting out with you on this case, it feels like a fog is lifting. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down these clues by myself. These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you.
Okay.
This purity is extraordinarily rare. One for each of you. A memory, if you will.
Oh, that's actually that's adorable.
Oh, and the colors change as you turn it. It's like a different crystal from each angle.
Wait a minute. That's a little.
But of course, take it. And this one is for Mr. Shangli. Huh? Is something wrong? Not to your liking?
Something's
On the
off.
contrary, I just hadn't anticipated receiving a gift during the current circumstances. But thank you. I will take
Something
good
seems
care of
off.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that others can appreciate. Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surroundings. Perhaps there are more memories to uncover.
You sure like rocks, huh, Kunjun?
Ores are the crystals of the earth. The sediment of time itself. I feel at peace among them. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
Wait, it doesn't. Wait, what?
Rest easy. I surveyed the area. There's no danger here. Oh, however, there is something I wanted to discuss with you.
Huh?
Yes.
What's with the seriousness all of a sudden?
Traveler, does Dragonfall...
You mean
No,
the
it does
ore
not.
that Kunjun's looking for? What's so special about it?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental reactions.
Oh.
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. However, only a minority can survive for long periods of time.
Oh.
Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals. When the fighting ceased, these geological remnants were miraculously preserved.
Okay.
And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between, relatively unknown. A few hundred years ago, they were virtually mined into obscurity. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon ore that has long since vanished from the earth?
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of it's already been mined. Weird. Paimon doesn't get it.
There are those in the
You don't get
mining
anything,
trade who
Paimon.
retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun, whose motivations for seeking it are unclear even unto himself. It's practically
Ulterior motives? Is he a villain?
a
Maybe.
conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. We must watch and wait.
That is
Don't
true.
forget,
Waiting and
rescuing
watching.
those miners is the primary objective. As for anything else,
Oh
sooner
my
or
gosh.
later, the tide will reveal the lie of the land. We're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue to follow this road through. Now that we've found one, the others won't be far away. When you're well rested,
It might,
let Mr. Kunjun
honestly, it
over
might
to
not.
us.
Might be.
We still have more investigation ahead. We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can return and attend to him. I suggest we leave a note for Uncle Dai. If he does find the camp, he'll know what to do.
Yeah, he will. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh. 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 That is such an uneven number. I hate that. Lovely. Okay, let's go. The tree of blue. Da da da. It's not fully blue yet. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I have no idea if any of what I said is true. I genuinely don't know if it's true. Alright. What up, bro? How's it going?
Kunjun, we need to get going.
No.
No problem. I'm done here.
You
Any
better be.
results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any clues. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment.
Is there a pattern to it?
Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the recent past.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
You can make rocks feel pain?
That makes
Bro!
sense. It's the same for people.
Indeed. Let's keep going.
So if I kick a rock, it will feel pain, is what you're saying.
Wow. Such an immense tree.
You're an immense tree.
And there's so many mysterious looking crystals up there too. Amazing.
This ancient tree.
Yeah.
Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could survey this section.
Radio, Captain.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
That's a grave.
Doesn't seem very interesting. Hyman's
That
gonna
is a
look over there.
that is a grave.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. Oh. This is...
Nani.
Hey, what's wrong?
Oh, I hate that.
Just
She
a
left.
bit lightheaded.
Something happened to
It's best
Paimon.
not...
Is she finally gone?
Not yet.
Whatever. Hyman's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb the tree? If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good look at our surroundings from
Why
up
don't
there.
you go? You can fly. Wait, no, you hover, don't you?
Oh. You think...
When has Paimon ever come up with... Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All right.
Oh, you can
go.
fly. Okay, I thought it was crazy for a
All
second.
of you, come here.
Xiangli's voice came for quick. Let's go see. Maybe...
You found something cool, right? something cool and not depressing. Generally with him it's depressing and feels, you know?
This has been newly dug. The key to our answer is up ahead.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel?
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in. There is an
Grr.
unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel. Prepare yourselves.
Let's go. Oh. I'll be quiet.
Huh?
Listen.
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until they opened the gate.
So behind the seal bears.
Oh, they're angry. Oh, digger.
What do we do? We can't hurt them.
Woo! Evil child. That seal's been unlocked. None of this can be good. What? As a what?
What type of monster is this?
Hello.
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for stealing me away will be all the easier.
Okay, so he's Gur. Okay.
Incarnate. But if you recall, Ijtihad, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Oh, Aisha! This guy, the little red bar at the top's his health. He hurt. Oh dear. Okay, let me just collate my thoughts. This is gonna be interesting.
Crumble.
Oh my goodness, you are annoying. Oh, wow. Oh dear.
You can get away?
From rock to dust. Sooner or later.
Okay, so Ajdahad, the ancient lord of the Vishaps, which are those
Allow me.
are those things. Those little rock creatures. Okay. Oh, this is oh boy. This is an oh boy. Let's do that and that. Allow me.
You've recovered.
Ooh.
How can that?
Focus your efforts, Morax.
What the frick is happening?
No atonement. Quake for 1,000-year pain.
Oh, okay.
You can't run.
The enraged Earth will not absolve you!
How the frick am I supposed to beat this guy when I can't get near him at all? He's slow. Oh! I think he's like the Genshin version of
Shifting
Torterra,
sands
bro.
know not the mountain's permanence.
Mountain's permanence, yada yada yada. He's wandering towards me. Lizard charge.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain.
For 1,000-year bane. So he's been like this for 1,000 years. I can see how that would make someone salty. Just a little bit. But is that really the way you're gonna react? Come on. Let's go with you, and then let's go with you, and then let's go with you. We have tons of... We've got tons...
Order guide you.
Yes! Oh, Zhongli, you beautiful, damaging... Oh, I love Zhongli, he's so powerful. Yes! Kill him!
From rock to dust.
Time for takeoff.
Power!
Witness my great undertaking.
The enraged Earth will not absolve you.
Absolve you! Okay, just because you're also a Lord of Geo does not mean you are the Earth. Okay? Get some perspective, buddy.
You can't run.
Jeez, people these days, alright? That's a no for me. Wait a minute. Can we take a look here? Hold on. Constellation 3, Zhongli? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he's so powerful. He big power.
Yahoo!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain.
Oh. Not more of this. Alright. Time for more soup. Alright, let's go. Come here.
From rock to dust.
This is
No. See? Oh, that just takes a whole chunk out of him. Makes my life a whole lot easier having him here, because I don't have...
Come into being.
Like, this is a well-balanced team, but I could have just a power team that's meant to just destroy stuff.
Enraged Earth. Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
Yes, I would. You're being a bit of a
If that is what
jerk
you
right
choose
now.
to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
You're being a bit of a jerk right now. I feel like you kind of deserve it. Ah!
Still within
Shark!
my threshold. Burst forth.
Oh boy. my gosh. Okay. 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 More soup. More soup will fix this. Okay, more soup is always a good thing. There you go. And maybe some power pizza for you because you're really hurt.
The enraged Earth
Oh
will not
no.
absolve you!
Ow! Son of a. Does he have like a weak spot? Maybe the head or the tail, maybe? Come here. Let me hit your tail. No? Heels? Huh.
From rock to dust, quake sooner or later.
What are you doing?
Time for takeoff.
No.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Order guide.
No! Piece of poop. I hit him, but not good enough. I need to. Oh, dear. Yeah, this guy's hard to beat because he doesn't have like any weak moments. He just keeps going.
Crumble!
Wait, maybe he does have a weak spot. Is that like the armor I'm beating off? Is that like what it is? I have no idea.
Let's play.
Hello, good sir.
Earth will not
Oh
absolve
no.
you!
We're just gonna do this.
From rock to
Think
dust.
you can get away?
How about no?
Punishment.
No, just
Here we go.
take your damage. Take your damage medicine.
Crumble!
Piece of poop.
Quake! Fisher! Rise!
No! You cannot destroy Zhongli. He's too Chad for that, okay? Power pizza. And soup.
Brace yourself.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year
Nope.
pain!
Time to run. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ah!
Time for
Suffer.
takeoff.
Sifting sands know not the mountain's permanence.
You don't know the mount's permanence. Take your own advice.
Lights out.
How about that?
Lorax, you think you can destroy me?
No, I think I can probably beat you up though. And that might it might make you a little less apprehensive, maybe. Damn it. Still hit me though. Uh-oh, I'm standing over one, but fear not, because it is soup time. Eat your soup.
Think you can get away? You can't run!
Quake!
Retribution!
Come on.
Moment of birth.
Come on. Ah, how? Okay, maybe. Alright, here's what I'll do. You guys get that. Saving those guys for a special occasion or a rainy day, and this is both. Okay. Oh, frick. Okay. Hello, Limp. How are you?
There is no atonement.
Oh boy.
1,000-year pain!
Let's play!
Not what I wanted to do. I want to do that. Charge! Boop, boop, boop.
From rock
You
to
can't run!
dust. Sooner
Order guide you.
Take this, you piece of poop. Don't yell at me. I'm doing good. I'm doing this. Whoa! Hello. Good day, sir. How are
Time
you?
for takeoff.
Oh, da 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 da.
What a nuisance. Here we go.
rise.
He's almost dead too, so we're doing great here, Limp. Thank you for asking.
Absolve you.
Just taking some pot shots.
Yeah.
Boop,
Yahoo!
boop, boop.
Brace yourself. You can't run.
Oh!
Judgment.
Fisher.
Ah!
Crumble.
No. Okay, come here. Ready?
Quake.
Boop. No, he's leaving. You piece of poo-poo. Hold on. Now it's the best time, Limp. It's soup time. Soup for you and you and you. Everybody gets some soup. Oh, you're back.
Come. Experience an eon of suffering.
No, he's now got what? Oh. Oh. You're back again. Hello.
I will
Take a meteorite.
For 1,000-year pain.
Bonk. Bonk. You ready for this? Whoa.
Think you can get away?
Boom. 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 Boom.
You can't
Boom.
run. Like
Boom. And boom. And
Great
boom.
undertaking.
So much boom.
Let's play.
And this too. You just take all of the punishment, huh? How about that?
Quake.
There we go. He's coming back up here. He destroyed my thing instantly. Never mind then.
The enraged earth will not
Oh!
absolve you.
Seems my research.
Well, that was to be expected, honestly. So you get that, and then You know what? We'll give you guys power pizza. How about that? And then, of course, more soup time for the rest of you. He's almost dead. Look at his health bar.
For 1,000-year pain!
That was out of nowhere. But yes, I have actually. Do you see his health bar right underneath my health bar? My sub point goal? He's very close to dead. You know what? Hold on. For the last little bit at least, I'll move it down here. So... Boop! You see his little name there.
Time for takeoff. Punishment.
Oh! I did it. He's been sealed away again.
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
Yes.
You should call it by its name, Ajdaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate?
I hate that he chose a child for a host body. That's
Theorize the
strange.
wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
Who are you?
That voice.
Ajdaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
What? Hold on. Move that back up. Hold on.
You're
I'm so confused.
Ajdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage.
What? Okay. Okay, so he's the angry god. This guy, right here.
Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ajdaha the whole, but a fragment.
Interesting. So it was like a person like a split. So evil and good. His good side was is here and his bad side was sealed away.
Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ajdaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities. We are a schism of the will of Ajdaha.
Interesting.
So there are two Ajdahas?
Yes, that's what he's saying.
It can't be. That's impossible.
That is a very big shocker to him. That is gonna trigger a lot of existential crises.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen? Would they even care?
No, it's a child. No one cares for the opinions of children. Duh.
That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the entrance to the seal itself.
Interesting.
Your plan was to launch an attack on both ends, from outside and within, thereby fully destroying the seal.
That is good.
audacity.
Well,
You
bad for
say,
us, but good.
If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself standing on the side of the betrayer?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body.
Aw, wait, no.
I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was clear. Find Morax and aid him in stopping you.
Interesting.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched the stone tablet did I truly remember.
Nane.
It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient dragonkind. Morax, do you want to tell the tale?
We're gonna get a story.
There would be no harm in it.
You haven't changed.
Yes.
Daha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. However, that which is derived of the Earth is no more or less than the Earth itself. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, so these memories fade into obscurity. Erosion is the world's greatest destroyer. Erosion ground Ajdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend, and his memories of defending Liyue Harbor disintegrated. Ajdaha, now incomplete, became irascible, aggressive.
He went grr.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me.
Oh, wait a
This
minute.
much is true, which is why you attacked the chasm. Why you waged war against Morax.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so we messed up. Those little balls, I'll show you one, like that are called ley lines, fed him or sustained him in some way. We started destroying them for our own gain as humanity. We like to do that. And he got pissed off and then went crazy. And then Morax had to stop him because he was a threat to the people he protected. Oh, it makes a lot of sense, actually.
In order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploitation caused the ley lines to quake, which brought untold suffering to us.
That is quite sad, actually.
Erosion made
Big
us
sad.
even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability to coexist with humanity. We lost all reason. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. But it was futile. Everything returns to dust. It is the natural order, an unstoppable force. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ajdaha and Morax. You can hate me, but you cannot deny me.
I hate you, Ma.
No. No!
I am the remnants of Ajdaha's benevolence. The echo of a contract set in stone.
Oh.
I harbor a willingness to go further. A willingness to coexist peacefully with mankind.
No, no! It is I, Ajdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that decides. I will not swear allegiance to this insect.
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
Oh. Well, he kinda beat you up, bro. He's a little more powerful than you, no?
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart.
Ah!
If you are the memory of the Earth, then I am the memory of
No goose?
coexistence. Of coexistence with humanity.
What are you saying no to? What's to know? Hmm? Is it about coexisting with humanity? Cause I can get behind that. Let's not do that.
All powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as jade. Strange. What is this feeling? And all this?
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do, heed these words. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting and leaves no trace. Even where it will never fall again.
No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
The little girl vanished.
Oh, oh, lovely. Can I? Oh, hold on. I need. Oh, we have a special visitor. Da 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 da. And it's gone.
Are you satisfied, Ishtaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
Yes, yes, he does.
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard. To me, you're Morax.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
Oh, Age-Daha, the reason why he can see into the memories of rocks is because of Zhongli? I thought that came with it because...
I hardly
Exactly.
lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
Oh, ooh,
And yet,
a little streamer?
could
Let me
see.
just put a link in this chat.
you wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun. A pair of eyes, from Morax to Age-Daha. This, I will remember this.
Your power is nearly spent.
Ah, perceptive as
Perceptive
always, my friend.
as always.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
Straight down to business as always. Let's go.
He is like gushing power. Is that a good descriptive word for that? I don't know. This is fair.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
I keep
There
hearing
you
it.
are.
My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Huh? Young Kun, what is...
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those 3 miners are over there, in that cave.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger. Don't worry.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you. I better go and see how they're doing.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist
You'll
all of
probably
you
like
in
just
any way I can.
disappear by
I'll
the
be back
time.
soon. I need to assess their condition.
Oh, I get it. He said that he borrowed the body of this guy. So it would make sense that he would have to return it to where he left it. I think that's what he's trying to do before he uh evaporates.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ezdaha. You're coming back to Liyue Harbor too, right?
Not I. Merely this body.
Yeah.
Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame for someone of his talent to go missing.
Good guy
You
Ejdaha, I
always
guess.
did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Ah, he's a
Curious
blacksmith.
how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much. Perhaps
That's
empathy is mankind's
too.
proudest achievement after all.
That is too deep of a thought.
Ashtar, I am no longer the Geo Archon.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Yeah.
Even you met such a fate. Let's get the difficult part out of the way. I cannot guarantee that I won't be awoken a second time.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
No, I'll just do it.
And
It'll be fine.
how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us. Yet, it would seem that even you have been eroded.
Oh, I think when he's talking about us, I think Ejdaha and Morax are the same, as in they're both archons, they're both gods. They're both of godlike power. Al- Uh, when he says among us, he means all the other Geo gods that fought in the war and all these basically all the gods that were vying for control of the planet 500 years ago in the Archon War. He came on top of it all with the others, with all the other 6, and that worked. But I think he meant the strongest among the people vying for this area of control, which is Liyue now, or just the other Geo gods, like that were with Ejdaha and Morax, or fighting with them.
That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. Even if our mission had already concluded, it would be cowardly not to strike out on the road of departure. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the end of time, those people, those past and future relationships predetermined by fate, they will be waiting for you.
That's not comforting at all.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Oh, so is he not a god? Is he just an elemental? I don't. And does that mean also this man is older than Morax, who's famed for being the oldest god among all of the rest?
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago, and would not be having to face me again now.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done, a reunion between old friends is an auspicious occasion.
That day in the chasm. Did you hesitate?
Nah, I dropped a giant rock on you fast as I could.
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of Liyue.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness.
That's hard to do, man,
You
bruh.
came to me not as an assassin, and so I was willingly sealed away.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you, let alone seal you away.
Hence my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content of the contract remains intact. Old friend, god of contracts, I hereby honor our agreement.
Thank you, Ashtaha.
My life is at an end. I will join the eternal flow of time. And you, Morax, you will live for many a day to come.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Wow, this is real sappy. Why is Morax's story so sad? Zhongli's stories are all so sad.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only asleep.
Whoa. That was so weird.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunj.
He was a great friend
He
of
was.
yours. Why are they sad? Because I can. Now suck it up and cry.
Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago remain crystal clear in my mind.
You know, yeah, that's fair, because honestly, a lot of the characters that you meet in this game, they're not meant to have a lot of character development. They're obviously meant to have some. But like, the characters who have real character development are obviously the main character and the Archons. Barbados and Morax, they both have stories as their character and everything. And they're both so sad. They are incredibly sad.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ashtaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds. I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark. The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
Bro. That's crazy.
1,000 years ago, Ajdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down and sealed him underground. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ajdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me, towards Liyue. He was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, it is time to leave. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire. Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the natural order of this world. But I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for. Zhongli, you're a god.
This is
You've
interesting.
lived through thousands
Oh.
of years of history. Surely you experienced the incident?
Yeah, he had to be alive during this gong show. Ah?
I cannot say.
Why?
Excuse me.
You can't even give us a thread of information.
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
Oh, he made a contract. Oh. He's the god of contracts. He's obligated to keep every contract he makes and to keep people from breaking other contracts. That's his job.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ajdaha? Too painful to talk about?
No, like he physically.
Signed before it all began.
Yep.
I have always honored the contract. And kept my silence.
How can you be like that?
You two
I
are friends
understand.
to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts, I cannot go
See?
back on my word.
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past, many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people, abandoned. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness.
Uh-huh.
Those who
Yeah.
are born to remember
Will remember.
will.
Yep.
If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead.
What?
But as
My
long as you
sibling?
firmly believe that you are on the right path, everything has meaning.
All right. Here's the thing. I want to read this. Can I read it? Life endures in heaven and earth, thanks to the merciful Adeptus. On the site lies an evil dragon. Please do not disturb it. That is a cool story. I did not know. So Ajaha is not a god that was vying for control. He was a spirit that was given form from the god making him a vessel out of rock. It's kind of his thing. He works with rock. I just did. We already did. Also, now that's here. This was not here before, I would like to mention. This is the boss battle we just did. This stuff looks really cool. Nice. That was a roller coaster. Yes, please do not disturb it. I literally just did. Uh-oh, I should have read the sign. Bro, that is... Oh, my gosh. It's a consumable. What is this? An item capable of changing character level up materials obtained from memories and trials into whatever form is needed. People... What? What? Get good stats and then bad looking. Trounce Domain and Great Wolf King of the North Challenge Reward. That's new. I haven't seen that before. I haven't seen this before, but it's a new thingy. Yeah, it's a new thingy. That's cool. If you know what I mean. I think? I don't know. Yeah, the boss battles now give this. I don't know what this does fully, but it does something cool, I think. So that's interesting. Next is the... I can do it again! Alright, next thing is... We're going back into this. If you don't know what this is, it's... Ready for this? It's my pocket dimension! Yeah!
Maybe
Hello.
you're not used to the place at the moment.
The frick? What the frick?
Maybe
Dress rank. Yes! Give me that. I don't know what that does.
Maybe
Was I making something? Ah, a fruit stand. Lovely. Alright. See, here's what we get to do. We get to place things. I've placed all this stuff. And I've got more. I got a building. Whoa. Not Tubby. She gives me things, bro. I can't do that. I can't cook something that gives me gifts. How does that make sense? Hmm. Little house right there. Save changes. Bro, it's a house. Do you see it? It's a house. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna do that. We're on the roof of the house now. Apparently you can't get into the house, but... Eh. Just an educated guess. I, 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 uh, I don't know how to feel about that. Do 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 do. More characters? What do you mean? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. She's new. I'm not sure how long ago this was, but he's relatively new as well. She's my... Oh, I also got this lady. I pulled her. I can't do anything. We're gonna move on from that. And this character is also new. She's cool, but I haven't unlocked her yet. But these two are my most recent ones. Haven't got another 5-star. These guys are both 4 stars. I just want more 5 stars. I want him. I just want him right now, okay? This is what I'm aiming for. Maybe. Speaking of which, the reason why I'm aiming for him is because of this. This is his banner. Basically what I mean is these banners, like these event kind of banners, rotate in and out with featured characters on them. And he's the featured one right now. Gives us a high chance of pulling him if we do in fact get a 5-star. Which means that if there's any point to try and get Zhongli, it's
Work hard
now.
and live each day to the fullest.
Oh no.
That's what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it?
Oh dear. What will I do? So let's do this. Let's see if we can. 2 pulls. We're gonna get him. Ready? Watch. Zhongli. That's a no. Yeah, it was in fact not. I'll save those. I'll save those. I'll save those. Yes, good. Yeah, but the one thing with this, with this whole thing, is when you create stuff, this is how you get all of your decorations, and which increases your trust rank, unlocking. He's the Raven, bro. He's just disguise. Bro. Look. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Yeah, look. It's him, guys. It's Zhongli. Look at him. The more decorations we place and stuff, and longer we have the Serenity Pot, the more trust we get. The more trust we get, we might be able to unlock that side of the island, and then that, and work our way up the mountain. So, but here's the issue.
Maybe.
For me to create furnishing, they have to create. And for them to create, they have to undergo 10 hours. Actually, it's 13 hours for this. It's just been a while for this guy. It's been for them to create anything. You can speed it up with these, although I don't know how rare they are and if I get more of them. So I don't want to use all of them. I don't know. Okay, it was like this one's 16 hours. Uh, uh, I'm sorry. Here's a accurate time. It is 14 hours. Sorry. My bad. Pinewood. Yeah, there's also now wood in the game, so you can chop down trees and stuff. That's cool. You know what? I'm gonna use one, and we're gonna make this. Boom, and then we're gonna make that. So 14 hours to create a rug. Let's go. But now, good news is, we get to place a fruit stand. Yeah, bro. Yeah. There. Yeah, look at this. I got a fruit stand. It does absolutely nothing, but I'm happy with it. But I enjoy it, okay? One of the other things is you can place... I placed all these trees. And I'll show you my favorite part of this. I'll show you my favorite part of this whole island that I've like had. It's this. It's this right here. You can't take my fruit away. It's my fruit. It's this. I made this nice maple-ish looking tree. Gives you shade next to a rock and a boulder overlooking the cliffside of the peaceful mountains above the sky. It's pretty. It's pretty poggers. Let's go. Oh god, I kind of hate myself now. Yay. um. Oh, what?
The truth of this world. Be.
We have to get out using the Serenity Pod again. We leave. I live. To my home world. Nice. And now we're back home. Home sweet home. It's not home sweet home. Honestly, the pod is more home sweet home than anything. Let's beat something up, huh? Exactly. What, huh? I was just making it better. I think. I don't know. Okay. Think here, think here, think. Gotta think. You know what? I think I have the music turned off for this. Yeah. Why that? Huh? I don't know why I had it turned off all this time. Let's beat something up, shall we? Now the thing is not that. This. The thing I'm thinking about is this party or this party. It's pretty much the same, just one character, but it makes a world's difference. Let's try it with this party. Because I don't think that strategy will work even. I'm not really looking for really good stuff or anything. I just want to get this guy over. Like, I'll take the level 80 stuff. Because level 90 is going to take forever. Oh, it's going to take forever.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then,
shut up.
amuse me.
Fight me.
Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. Coming.
Let's go. Wait, what do you say?
Come to be.
Brace yourself. Judgment.
Poor time. Cowering already.
Oh, you're doing it again. Wow.
Here we go.
He's original.
Passable effort.
Oh, Venti got really hurt and all that. I didn't see that. He took a lot of damage. Okay, soup time. Where'd you go? Come here.
Burst forward.
Come on.
You're wide open. Poor timing. So passable effort.
Okay, here's the thing with this party. It's a little more all-around utility. It's a little better with more things, but it does less damage than my last party. Which I don't know how I feel about quite yet. Like, I think it's really well balanced, and that's like the most important thing. But
Burst forward.
he destroyed it. Sure.
There can be no excuse.
Listen. I don't have the answer to that question either. First time I met Venti, I believe he's a he. But I think the first time I met him, I dead-ass thought he was a girl. Because I believe, I'm guessing the voice actor is female. Because it does really sound like it.
Burst forward. Ashes to ashes.
Oh no, he did the thing that's meant to kill people. Do you get... He doesn't go into the fire. Go into the vortex, please. It'd be a lot more helpful if you did.
You've got some skills.
Honestly, I can just
Here we go.
take him head on if I wanted to, but I want to sustain a little less damage. There we go. Do you want to see the cutscene? Let's watch the cutscene for a little bit. It's pretty cool. He goes Super Saiyan.
Your strength is praiseworthy. I too shall use all of mine. So, don't you dare disappoint me. Foul legacy, the devouring deep.
Okay, the rest of this is just her being annoying. What's up, bro? How's it going?
You can't run.
Dang it! You little runaway little. Alright. Gotta use another one of these. Gotta use another one of these. Gotta use some soup. Because you're important. It's not that he does most of the damage in the party, it's because of this. Sometimes
Brace yourself. How rude.
I can see what you mean. I can see where some concerns would rise up.
Here we go. Judgment.
But also, you gotta wonder. Yeah, like, you have to wonder, did the people, like, recording them or, like, paying them ask them to do that sound? And then did they willingly do it? Or was that a choice? Was that a request or a choice, basically?
Think you can get away?
Die.
You die here, stupid.
Yahoo!
Time to die. Whee!
My experiment failed.
Brace yourself.
He's also my cannon fodder, if you didn't realize. Yeah, Albedo's all purpose is to put down his E and die, and then that's it. Which is really, like, that's what he's meant to do. Well, it's actually normal. Oh no, potato tomato.
Here we go. You can't run.
Oh dang it, I ran into that. Oh, we're back? Okay, let's go. This is where, like, honestly, he's like the most expendable character, but also like some of the most essential. I guess it does. I guess it does appeal to the fantasy player, or like to the players and stuff. Like it's like some part of it is just like you know that all the players are gonna go crazy when they hear that. Like it's meant to appeal. It's fan service, obviously. But like Albedo is also so important because this E helps so much.
Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust.
Yahoo!
Frick, come here. There you go.
Some you win, and some you lose.
Some wandering troops. Some more of that dream solvent stuff. Let's go heal up Albedo real quick. Okay. Okay. Next one is... Let's do Ajdaha last, because we just did him. Let's do Storm Terror. Yeah, let's do Storm Terror. I had to explain to my mother why an enemy... No! Oh no! Oh no! I can explain. I swear I can explain. There we go. Hello. Where are you? Hello? Oh, hello. How are you? Let's... There we go. I hit him once. Hey, bro. Take that. Boop, boop, boop. Da 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 da. They're freaking out. People are freaking out. I mean, because plot. It's because plot. You need them to have that happen, because if it doesn't happen, then people will get bored. Also, they have to feel like their incel self can maybe someday have it happen to them. I don't want to waste Fischl's E because that's where all the damage comes from, and I'm just trying to get rid of. Let's go away from that. Yep. There we go. See? MC. Oh, what a chat. Get the damage, get the damage. Yay, damage. Damage. Roar. He roared. It's glowy things. We're on a journey. Damage. How you say in French terms? Damage. What up, B? Come on, fight me. Fight me. Fight me. Yes. Good. I shot it into his mouth. Ah, suck it. Bonjour. I don't know why that was so funny. Da da. My French teacher. Why is that so funny? This shouldn't be funny, but it is. By 0 accounts, it should be. Boom. Boom. Bada boom. No! Oh, it did hit him. Yes, suck it. Boop. Oh. Okay. Sir? Sir, no. Sir? Sir, you don't have to do this. Whoa! Hello? Do you? Nope. Okay, he go up there. Okay. Huh! There we go. Shadow. I can see what you mean. It is like just climbing a beast to get to a weak point. That is like the entirety of the Shadow of the Colossus series. That's the mechanic that it was based on. It's so close to dead. I should play a Shadow of the Colossus game. I should. I just don't have any. That'd be cool to play one. Bada 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 boom bap bap. It would be, yeah, it would be fun. Let's just and we're here to our new home. Hello, I have just moved in next door. Care to feel the steel of my sword? I've actually never played one, but I know what they are, and I've always wanted to. They've always been very appealing. It's like a simple premise, but really fun mechanics. It'd be so fun. Before you leave, no! Take it, please, as a gift! Gift! Woo! That's fair. Speaking of you, oh my gosh. Yeah, he's dead, pug! Speaking of YouTube, I finally, sat down and dedicated some time, and we got some YouTube stuff out on not the main channel, the AutoThoughts channel. And I'm gonna be catching up on all the sessions. So, that VOD channel, the AutoThoughts YouTube channel, the one with the Fubix Cube as a profile picture, is where all the VODs of the sessions go, and that's where you get to catch up on all the stuff you've missed, so stuff makes sense, and all that kind of stuff. Just letting you guys know, cause I'm a sellout. Yes, I got the butterflies. No, you too. Butterflies. Over there. Let us go. It is our next fight. Let us go and listen to nice music. Hold on. Perfect. Oh. I'm sorry. Alright. We're almost there. Do you see the arena on Minimapo? Now, you remember Ejjaha and how we discussed if he was or was not a god. We came to the conclusion after the story that he is not. He's a spirit. This man's was a god. Right here. He's dead now, but his spirit can somewhat manifest and still have some power in this arena, but he's kind of confined, but because he doesn't have a lot of power left. So he's vibing here, and he test. It's test. We must do test. Hello test. Test poison. Ow! Alright, let's go. Let's go. Huh? Let's go. Wanna go?
Brace yourself.
Whoa! Let's go, huh? Let's go. We're falling. Nah, he's like one of the hardest bosses to defeat because you can't control his level or like the difficulty like the other ones, because with the other ones you got to select like, oh, do you want to take it on at like level 80 challenge level, or like, nah, he doesn't give you a choice. It's just full on 90, level 90, which is the max cap, but he goes, no, screw you, I'm level 92. I break game rules. That's pretty rude. Take a phoenix. Take a bird.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Think you can get away?
Take bird. So like he's really annoying to kill sometimes. Hey, oh no. All right. It's time for some dumplings. Yum, yum. Yeah, bro, he's hacking. I know. Bro, he's streamlining. Hey, that's not okay. Sir, it's not okay. Ready, ready? Boop. You wanna go? Huh? You wanna go? Hacker gets beat by a man with pure skill. Whoa! I forgot that happened. Let's go! Ow. There we go. Come on, let's go. Ah, frick. Son of a. Let's go. Oh, he's back at it again with the running. He's got the zoomies. Bro, I got this, bro. I got this, bro. Your dad got nothing to worry about. Let's go. Let's get some. Buggers. Shit. Oh my god. You got it. You got it. You got it. Oh! Actually, I kind of personally find this guy easier to beat now that he's in this form, if I'm being honest. Yeah, this guy's almost dead, so we're gonna pull out the real strong stuff. This stuff. Yes, yes. Bro, I'm getting messed up. No, 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 no. Stop that. No. Come on. Yeah, he got none on me, bro. He weakened his form. He actually kind of is the thing. Honestly, I find him easier to handle when he's in this form. You wanna know why? I think it's just because those really horrible, like hard to deal with circle attacks, he no longer uses them in this form, so it just makes my life so much easier. Uh-oh. Kill me! I kind of want him to this time, actually, because now I get to use one of you to revive him, and now... Perfect. We are at almost in optimal levels. I mean, yeah. I can see, What? What? Oh! I forgot. I did him this week. I did it with a friend. Oh, dummy me. Okay. Okay, then I guess we're not doing that one. But you know what we can do? We can do. It's the ha. Urge the ha.
Ample light, active biological organisms.
No,
Yes,
the frick
this is a
no.
good place to sketch.
No, why? Why would you do that? No. There we go. Hello, let us do this. Let us do like a little, again, I'm not really looking for anything, like it'd be great if I could get one of these, that's really all I'm looking for. I don't need any of these. God knows I have so many of those. These are cool. Turtle. Why am I silly, hmm? Of course, it'd be nice to have some of those, but just in backup, just in case. Of course, I don't know what that does, but that'd be cool. I don't know what it does, but it sounds cool. Wait, am I healthy? I'm not fully healthy. I should heal. Always heal. Always suck up life juices. Perfect. Now I can go. Oh yes. That's another thing. From what I know, he takes on, like, every fight, he has a chance to take on one of the elements that is not Geo, so, like, Pyro, or Electro, or Hydro, and it looks like they might be showcasing it on the sigil there, so that's Hydro and Electro, probably. I already did do it, and now I can't get anything from it, but hey, I still kicked its butty. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's Hydro and Electro, it seems. Cool. Let's do it. Do we do this one or this one? This one. It's literally meant for this. It's literally its only purpose for living. This purpose for this team composition is to defeat bosses. H-Star.
You dare overstep your mortal authority?
You're dare overstepping your asshole authority. Ooh, get burned. No, that's a no. No. Oh, he's digging already. He did this so many times when we fought last time. What the heck, bro? Bro, what are you doing? Bro!
First forth.
Bro, what are you doing?
By royal decree, here we go.
Ready?
Time for
Boop.
takeoff.
I hate when that happens. It was just really mistimed by me.
Retribution.
Dude, his music is sick.
Crumble.
Oh my gosh. You know what? That's fair, I guess. I mean, it's pretty much anyone being raised by someone they remotely like. Immediately just Dang, that was sad. He's dead now. Well, he's alive now. Okay. Boop. Yeah, it's just everyone. It's everyone. Okay? Oh, he's turning to water.
You witness your reckoning.
Oh dear. Wait, okay, when Ajaha hydro attacks. What? Wow. Nope. Wait, what? I'm trying to read that, but it keeps messing up my head, man.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Let's go. He's getting messed up. Bro, you suck. You dog. 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 Crumble. Hey, you. Oh, wow, that was actually... The NPC accidentally did a combo. Why are you so low, and how come I did not notice that? Take some of that. You want all of you take some of it. Yeah. Bro, let's talk this out, bro. Oh, he's going electro mode. Oh dear. Oh wait, no, he's not. Okay, I've been lied to. Why did I die? What? Okay, never mind. Oh wait, does he still have hydropower in his feet? He does. Look, there's hydropower. Aja has electro attacks his character without a shield. Oh! Gives food, health. Yes. Doctor. I am Doctor. There we go. I would like shield, sir. Whoop! What does this mean? Whoa! No, 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 no. What is that? What? Okay. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. Boom. 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 Just go. Just all out blitz mode, man. All out brawl. Oh my gosh, so much water.
Seems my research. So.
Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We're good. Actually, I don't know why I said it like that. We are actually fine, but no need to worry yet. I told you to hit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Give him something, and he'll heal over time this time. Oh, this is unhelpful, sir. Okay, might be a little bit time to worry now. He's a hard boss, actually. You know what? I don't know why I didn't do this from the start. Hydro resistance, electro resistance, pyro attack buff. Plus, we'll just use that. Okay, we went over this, remember? He's not a god. He's a spirit that was given a form by a god. There you go. Don't know how that... I don't know how that makes it more helpful, but yeah, it's still pretty complicated, I guess. There, that should help. Also, I should probably give him some more health items. Nope. Oh my gosh! How am I supposed to avoid that? How am I supposed to avoid this? Nope, didn't work. Okay. Okay, I thought it was the wolf. The wolf is a dead god, if I remember correctly. A god who has been defeated, and its spirit now just resides in that little spot. He said mortal at the start of the fight because he is of, he was in close contact with the god of contracts. Like, he's obviously ascended way above mortal. He's nowhere near mortal. He's like some ancient spirit, but he's not a god. We'll just try and do this then, I guess. I don't know. I just want to see how, I just want to see. This is mostly just test stuff while I talk. What up, bro?
You dare overstep your mortal authority?
Yeah, see, mortal authority. Let's go.
Detestable.
You're detestable. Jerk. I don't know why I took such offense to that, but I did.
Brace yourself.
I can't hit him. Can I hit him? I don't know. I haven't tried. Nope. Hey, that's a no-go. No-go, dog. Lowest rank. Yeah, I know it's lower rank, but honestly, I'm just here to I'm not fully paying attention. I'm not here to try and like sweat this guy. I just wanna test him out because he's the new boss fight, and just talk and give comments, which is what I'm doing. He has the power of Hydro and enemy at his side.
Will not absolve you.
Oh, he's about to. Doesn't mean he's going to right now, right? Yeah. Oh, let's go that way. And now we go here. And hey guys, I'm just standing over to the side. I'm just over here. Alright. Let's give him one of these. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm just here to... It's mostly more of a chill. It's not like I'm really trying to grind the boss to get his loot. Like, I don't care about the loot, honestly, that much anyways. And I just want to talk to chat, give my comments on this really cool boss fight. It is really cool. Chill, dude. I'm not freaking chill. I have the power of God and anime on my side. It's now dumpling time. Uh-oh. I'm still here, bro. I'm vibing. No, come back here. Thank you for the shield. I like the shield.
Experience an eon of suffering.
I still do damage, bro. Whoa, where is it? Ah! Exactly. That was it was my true voice. God, I'm the worst. They're running low, so just a little more dumplings. Sir, can you excuse me? Thank you. Oh, okay, that doesn't matter, because it's this bull crap we're gonna attack. I hate those ones. I hate these ones. But I do kind of... He's not a turtle. He is a dragon. I bet he's someone who's super insecure about his dragon status. You call him a turtle, he gets all upset. Just like, I'm not a turtle! I'm a dragon. But he is pretty much the Torterra of Genshin, and y'all, I love Torterra. Whoa, okay. Put a shell on him. Do it! Do it! He has no choice in the matter. Put a shell on him. Put a shell on him. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. There we go. Oh, I was too far away. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Proceeds to get beat up. You've made a successful turtle. It's like wearing like a college graduating gown, and it's just like, I'm gonna be a doctor, yay! It's had so much Adderall in the past 4 years, and Advil, like it's just ridiculous. Ah, okay. Really, Diluc's my main powerhouse for damage, so this is, I'm really just waiting until, because like I'm not doing even that little bit of damage until he gets back up. Like I might be able to, but I really have to. I would really like that shield, but it wouldn't let me get it. It's fine. Like I literally just need like a couple arrows. We're good. Leave domain. Yes, good. Hey Nightbot, thanks for saying to don't forget to subscribe and Prime. And also donating and sharing my Twitch link. Thank you. I made that. I gave him permission to say that. I'm a sellout. Actually, there's not. There's no like there's items, there's a bunch of items to revive one person or heal a person, give them attack powers, but there isn't one that revives the whole team. With food, there is 5 categories, I guess. There's alchemy, there's defense, there's attack, and there's stamina, revival, and health. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, and then this guy. He does something special, but like he's the only one. And then there's the subcategories with these little guys instead of just that heal over time. So that's technically 7 categories and 1 subcategory of health items. So these guys revive a team with a certain amount of health, but then none of them revive a whole team. I am a sellout, okay? Okay, okay, that's dabba-deep-dabba-doo-bop. Scattered-up-bop-boop-bah. We have 20 of this stuff left. How much money I got? How much money I got, bro? I could use some more money. I could use some more money. So let's go over something. In the fight with this man's right here, with Ajdaha is his name. He said the humans attacked the ley lines that sustained me. I believe he's talking about that gold ball right here, over here. That is what he's talking about, I believe, because on the map, hold on, he doesn't have any health. If you go in that, ley line outcrop. So when these started emerging, humans could take them and use them for their own gain. That only hurt Ajdaha. So really, we're to blame for all this. Like most issues in the world, humans are to blame. Hey bro, go do that. Oh, he went flying. Okay, and you guys are next.
No rest for the wicked.
Yes. Yes.
Brace yourself.
That is totally fine. Have a great night, Limp. Hope tomorrow brings happy. I hope it brings the happy. Bye, Limp. Have a good night. I'm about to end this anyways because it is coming up on time, but I think I have a little bit of time left. Little bit, a little bit. I was actually nervous that I might not be able to fill like 3 hours with this quest. I wasn't sure how long it was. Apparently it was a lot longer than I thought because with all the other stuff, I didn't even get to do these two. These two, I'm not sure if I'll ever do these on stream because honestly, I don't need to because they're just short little adventures that give you a little extra stuff, but I'll probably do them not on stream, I guess. Doesn't really matter. You know what? Uh, I'm thinking. I'm thinking on whether I want to or not. They fixed the laser thing! Bro! That's awesome! Wait, no they didn't. Frick. Okay. That was like a little thing that still bugs me. It's a little thing, but it just irks me, man.
There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
No, yeah. It is. It's time to leave. Goodbye. Ooh, that's calming music. Thank you all for watching. Of course, there's always my Twitch link that you can share with others. That is the best way to support me. Get people interested. Share the love because I just want to reach as many people as possible. There's my Instagram and my Twitter down in the bio below, as well with some other links, and the links on and the directory, the directory to the Insta and Twitter of the Auto Thoughts are also viable. Go follow them. Go subscribe to them. I don't know, whichever the platform is. For real, guys, thank you all. All the stuff applies to me. Any support is genuinely appreciated. And I will see all you magical people later. And I'm a go. So, bye, guys. Yay!